Hello, Graveyard Talkers, and welcome to another episode of Graveyard Talk, and I'm your host, Randy. And today we're coming from a cemetery that we were at before, and this is the one where the spirits kicked me out. It was cold. They didn't want to talk. They said it was too cold. So now it's a nice summer, spring day, or I should say a nice warm spring day. And here we are. Now, behind me here is the headstone for the family plot for the Spaldings. As a parent, it's kind of a sad state of affairs for me. So they had 8 children. 2 of them lived to adulthood. 6 of them died relatively young. 1 died at around 12 or 13 years old. The rest of them died anywhere between 7 and 9 years old. So with that 8, so 6 died under the age of 13, and 5 of those 6 under the age of 9 and below. So I found that kind of tearing at my heart. Thought I'd sit here, maybe we can talk to him. His name was Julius. His wife's name was Mary, and they lived into the early. Julius lived in 1905, Mary lived in 1910. So as a parent, it kind of struck a chord with me. Julius was a Civil War veteran as well. So I thought we'd sit here and maybe we could talk to the spirits here today and see how they're doing. So to the spirits here in this cemetery, again, for those who don't remember me from being here before, my name is Randy. And I'm here to talk to you to find out what it's like being a spirit, hearing your story. Maybe you have something that you'd like to say to me, something you'd like to say to the people who are alive today. We're always curious about what happens when you become a spirit, the process of becoming a spirit, and the existence of being a spirit. I'm here today with Topa, my dog. She will not harm you. She's just here. When we got here, by the way, she really something kind of got to her. She's kind of brushing up to me right now. She's sitting on the ground here right next to me, staring out to the west here. I don't see, actually to the north, I don't see any animals there, but she is absolutely intent on whatever she is seeing, whatever she is looking at. So with that, we'll start the session. Hopefully I got my microphones tuned in now. I've been playing with the sound. So if we don't, and the sound is kind of still crappy, hang in there. I am working on fixing it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we got it fixed. Anyways, to the spirits, if you'd like to talk to me, I'm going to turn on my spirit box now, and hopefully you'll have something that you want to say. All right, so we have Julius and Mary Spalding and any of their children. Rolla, Nellie, I think there's a Charles. Are any of you here today who would like to talk? So I heard Natasha. I don't know of a Natasha being buried here, but Natasha, are you buried in this particular cemetery?
Yeah.
I heard something and then I am. Well, Natasha, if you can guide me to your headstone where you're resting here, I would be glad to walk over there and talk to you over there. Very clearly, that's not me. So don't know if she meant that her remains, what's left here in the ground, is not her, or whether somebody else under the headstone of Natasha is buried here. I can't check my list because what I'm recording on is what I would connect to the internet with. So I don't have a phone that I could check the, that'd be something maybe for later. I can get like my wife's, or if Leanne's with me, I can get her phone and we can check to see what the names. So Natasha, where are you at?
Something I'm like
all right, not hearing any type of a location. So I wish I knew where you're at. What about Charles or Mary or any of one of your of the Spalding children? Are you here with us today? I heard Dudley. I heard she. Well, I heard she is first. I heard Dudley. Don't know that name. And then I heard not really. So who is Dudley? Dudley, would you like to talk to us today? All right, so it don't seem like I can get anybody who is willing to talk to me directly. So maybe we can ask the questions. I didn't bring my question sheet with me. So most of you lived in the mid-1800s. What was it like in that time? For instance, I'm looking at a William James and his wife Minnie. They lived from 1864 to 1940, and that was William. And Minnie lived until 1868 to 1933. So if you lived in that time, say the time of Lincoln, before or just after the time of Lincoln, in this area, can you tell me what it was like? And I heard something about our daughter. Alrighty, so if there was a cut in the video here, I had to put something on one of the feet of my tripod. The wind has picked up quite a bit since I've been here, and it was starting to wobble it around. Somebody said something about, wait for that big truck to go by. Somebody said something about our daughter. So most of the children behind me died in the mid-1800s. That must have been a very, very hard time for children, because we know that a lot of children died without the invention of the medicines that we have today. Today it happens, but it's it's relatively rare that a child dies, although it does happen. But it seemed, and the story with the Spaldings behind me, it seemed awful common. What did you think when you had so many children and so many children died at such a young age? Wow, how quiet it got. Are you quiet because a lot of you in here lost children and it still hurts even being a spirit? Well, you know, I often say this is a no judgment zone, and I hope I'm picking up stuff that I'm not hearing, because when I start talking about how did it feel to lose so many children, all the spirits in this cemetery got very quiet. Can you tell me why you're so quiet? So I have 2 boys and 3 girls, and I can tell you how devastated I would be, and they're all adults now, but even in adulthood I would be devastated. So I can't imagine what it would have been like having 1 child die, let alone 6, basically as children. All right, well, I can tell that it obviously bothers the spirits here, because when we were talking about it, it got really, really quiet. I can't say that enough. So Charles, can you tell me what you did to support your family? All right. So is there anyone else who would like to talk to me? The one spirit who said me, would you like to talk to me now? Someone said I was old. Yeah, I am. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. And my bones hurt, but I'm still out here, still wanting to talk to you guys. And I enjoy talking to you guys. I hope you enjoy talking to me. So if I was to ask the spirits here if there was anything that I could do for you today, if you had any bit of advice for me today, what would that advice be? Go somewhere. I heard my name ran, as I always do, and then I heard go somewhere. So might be the spirit that I believe is my sister, might be telling me to come up and visit her. I'll get there, kiddo. I'll get there. It's a session that I'm looking forward to, but a session I'm not looking forward to. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'll get there. Good. Somebody said I can't wait, and good. Okay, so with that, I think we're going to do another session here. I'm going to try a different spot. This is basically the same spot that I tried a few months ago that booted me out. The spirit's very quiet here in this part of the cemetery. So maybe we'll try another section here and see if they have more that they want to say over in that section. I do believe the closer you are to their burial spot in a cemetery, If you move to another area, you get different spirits that come out. They seem to be louder. I know that by when I was talking to a spirit and he was very low and he told me to move closer to him. I moved closer to him and his voice on the spirit box got louder. So with that, I want to thank you for joining me today on my journey. And I hope my journey is helping you with your journey. And as I always say, you didn't come here to hear what I had to say. You came here to hear what they had to say. And with that, I'll see you all on the next one.